Hi boys and girls. Okay, last week we drew our self-portrait and added a characteristic trait of ourselves, either something we love or something that we're really good at. Today we're going to be coloring them in. So I want you to really look closely in the mirror and try to match up your skin tone. I do have a lot of different browns for our skin tone because we're all different values of brown. Try it on a piece of scratch paper because some of these, like this one, it looks like it would be a good color for me, but it's really, really reddish brown. So try to find one, just experiment. That one looks too light, so you could mix them. Like if I press really lightly on this one and then add this one over top of it, I might get something closer. That's actually kind of close to my color. So you can do that, or you can just keep experimenting till you find one that is. I mean, that one's okay. It looks a little bit light. But anyway, you're going to find one. Some of these, if you just press lightly, like that one looks like that when I really rub it hard, but if I do it really soft, it's more closer to my, actually that's pretty close to my skin tone. I'm going to mix these two, I think. All right, so your job is then to color in your face and your hair. And remember, if you drew yourself with long hair, this would be where your hair would be behind your back, so this would be your hair too. If you made your hair short, I do wanted to mention this on boys, that your hair should come a little bit in front of your ear. So if you feel up by your ear, let me see if I can find an example here. Do you see how his comes right down to his ear? Most people's hair actually grows just slightly below the front spot of it. Like this is a lot of sideburn. That's probably not that could be that they let it grow that way, but everybody has a little bit of hair right here, so be sure you add that. I can't really find a good example. A lot of these guys kind of shaved themselves bald right there. I guess that's totally up to you how you want it to look, but go ahead and color yourself in. Do remember that the direction of your crayon makes a difference, because if you color really hard, we can see where your direction of your crayon has gone. Okay, then I want you to work on, once you have your face colored, I want you to think about your hair color. Everybody has different values of hair. Some of us have more than one color in their hair, whether that's because the sun has like bleached it out, or maybe I don't know, I have actually had highlights put in mine, so it looks a little bit different because of that. So look in the mirror, try to match it as best you can so it ends up looking a lot like you. Now see, this is way too light for me, you can see, but I told you I was going to mix because this doesn't look, when I put my hand next to this, does that look like me? No. But I'm mixing colors, so it will look like me when I get done. I'm not done yet though, because I'm putting this layer on, and then I'm going to put another layer on. Can you see how I went up and down here? You might want to change directions, or maybe go in a circular motion so you don't end up with lines on your face. Totally up to you, but I kind of want it to look like it's all one color. Okay, and this one I'm going to be even press a little bit lighter because I don't want it to show the coloring lines either. I'm going to press really light, and I'll actually do more than one layer to avoid that. Well, I can already see lines, can you? Yeah, so it's kind of hard. Try not to have lines, but if you do, you do. I was trying not to, and I still do. So good luck with that. But this is getting closer, isn't it? Getting closer to my skin tone. It looks a little bit different here when I'm looking at it than it does on the camera. I looked up at the camera, and on the camera it does look a little bit light still, but when you look at this from the viewpoint that I am in the room, it's actually almost exactly the color of my skin. So I think the camera's changing it a little bit. All right, so I'm not going to have you watch me do this whole thing. I'm going to speed up the camera here, and then we're going to get started on our own. Okay, be sure to include some of your favorite colors. So like, I know I'm going to include some of my favorite colors here in my lettering. Try to match your eye color as close as you can. Lips, nobody has red lips unless they're wearing lipstick. So I want you to look in the mirror. Mine actually have some brown in them. It's your lip color is kind of like a brown with a little bit of red. So you're going to want to mix, or even this red, remember that reddish brown that I talked about? This one could be a lip color, actually. It'd be better for lips. So that's actually a little bit too brown and maybe a little bit too dark. Ooh. Okay, the only way you can get that, you can sometimes, if you get something too dark, you can sometimes get a little bit of crayon off with an eraser or scraping it. Oh, fingernails works better. Scraping it with your fingernail. I didn't want it to be quite that dark because I want to add a slight bit of red. Okay, I'm back, and I do want you to know that we're going to be using the thicker crayons like this, just because it takes a little bit less time to color it in if you have a thicker crayon. So a lot of options for your lips here. You can use, like, I think these are all different reds, and I'm not going to use very much because I don't want it to look like I have lipstick on. So I'm going to start with just this one, just the pink, and see if that's enough. Kind of, not really though. Maybe this one just really light. Anyway, experiment around with mixing brown with red to get your color, okay? I think that's getting closer to mine. Still looks a little bit off, but that's okay. All right, have fun, be creative, and enjoy. Okay, boys and girls, when yours is fully colored in, I want you to get an iPad and take a picture of it and put it in your Artsonia portfolio.